Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the final video in a series of 3 videos about building a scale model of a small motorboat. And this part will cover the individual parts and then the assembly of all those parts into a complete model. Okay, these are all the parts required to build the boat. On the left side here are the parts for the hull. In the middle here for the engine and the fittings, the ladder and so forth. And on the right side for the trailer. Let's start with the main body. The hull. It's milled out of a solid piece of wood. I painted it already. And I left out this portion here, which is the steering wheel housing. The reason being, I made the steering wheel housing as a separate part. If I would mill that out of one piece, it would be impossible to drill those holes for the steering wheel and the throttle. So I made that a separate part, which is later on glued onto here. The steering wheel housing is the location of the steering wheel, which goes on here, and the throttle, which goes on here. The throttle actually are made out of a 3mm screw, stainless screw, and I drilled through here and put a little stainless steel wire in here, give it the appearance of a throttle, which then goes in here. Then we have the cup holder and the map cover, which goes on here, and the anchor storage lid, which goes here in the front. These parts are also screwed on with tiny little stainless screws. I could of course just glue them in, but for appearance reason I wanted to use a few stainless parts like the original boat has. Then we have the cushions. I 3D printed them out of brown PLA, and they just pop in here and here. Then we have a table, which goes on here later. It's glued in here. And the top pattern of this table, I more or less engraved or burned into the wood with a very low power setting on my laser cutter. Then we have the wooden floor, which I made as a separate part. Again, I with a low setting in the laser cutter, just marked it here with these black lines. It's like the original pattern, and then it just goes in here as the floor. And also the boat has 2 steps down here, so I carved it out and made again the little wooden steps with the same pattern burned in with the laser printer, and that just then pops in here and one down here. The top portion of the hull is surrounded or covered by a rope, which goes into this groove here, which is glued on, and the end of the ropes have stainless steel cups, rope ends. I slip over this rope, made them out of stainless steel, and have a little hole where I made these like custom tiny little nails, and they go through there and then it's nailed on to the hole. Next is the outboard engine, and we start with the bracket, this one here, and that bolts onto the stern of the hull, so it slips over here and then is the other way around like that, and then is bolted to the stern. This bracket holds the engine, let's call it the engine platform. The engine sits then on top of here, and this is connected by the shaft and allows the engine then to be tilted up. And the engine itself, it's the engine housing, goes on top of here and is connected to the shaft like that. And is held in place here with a little 3mm set screw that allows the engine then to be tilted, and it can turn. And at the bottom of the drive shaft goes the propeller housing, which goes on like that. Kind of hard to show, it's very tiny pieces. And then the propeller housing, of course, holds a little propeller here, just bolted on. So this is the engine then fully assembled, so it can pivot up and down, and there's a little pin in here, a little screw, which limits the rotation. So you cannot swivel it around for 180 or 360 degrees. This limits the rotation in here, but at the same time can still swivel. Next up is the ladder, which attaches to the back of the hull here and here. And it has 3 steps. This is tiny pieces that just slip on here and then are held in place with a little nick which has just punched it in here. The bottom step here has a hole drilled through here, and that attaches it with this screw to the hull. So when it's in here, this goes on here, and then the lowest step goes in like that, like that, and then it's attached with 1 screw to this hole. This, by the way, was remarkably difficult to make. This is just 2.5mm in diameter. It's impossible to bend it by hand. It's such a strong, stainless steel is such a tough material, so I had to build a little jig like that just to bend this radius. So the way it works, you just push the stainless steel wire into this hole, and then you press it around this radius into this shape. And the last parts for the hole are the fittings and the fenders. So these fittings here, there are 2 rails here at the end. They pop into these holes. Also bent out of 2.5mm stainless steel. Like I said, not easy to do, and also I pre-drilled those holes, so I had to make the distance precise. It's not easy to bend that to have exactly that distance. Then we have these hooks here. They pop into these holes, and an open hook for the front, which this open hook then attaches to the trailer to hold the boat in place. And then the final parts are these fenders, which then hang here to protect the boat's body when you dock somewhere, and they are attached to these hooks with a little piece of thin rope which goes through here. But these are very, very light. They're 3D printed with PLA. They're very light, so they would not hold this tiny rope straight. They would just, whatever direction they find. So in order to make them a little bit heavier, I made them hollow and made these little brass pins, and they pop in here, and then they give them the necessary weight to pull on the strings hard enough to keep them straight down. A little detail. Which brings us to the trailer. First, the trailer frame that is CNC milled out of a aluminum 6061 plate, and has all the threaded holes for the axles and the fenders and so on. I made this little jig here just to hold it in place on the CNC mill, which was just, the plate was just screwed down here, which allowed me to mill the circumference in one piece. Then these are the two holders here, where the hull then sits on top of those. They're just bolted down here, 3D printed out of PLA. Here are the 4 lights which go here in the back, the tail lights and the blinkers. Then we have the wheel fenders. They go on here, again out of 3D printed out of white PLA. They bolt on here. And then the wheels, which are actually, this is CNC milled, and this is then finalized on a lathe. And then we have black PLA 3D printed tires, which pop in here to form the complete wheel. And the wheel then is mounted to the frame with one stainless steel screw or axle. And in order to prevent the screw from turning, I fix them here with some Loctite to hold them in place, so when the wheel is turning that the screw does not tighten or loosen. In the front of the trailer frame goes this multi-purpose hook, which slides in here. Is then held in place with a screw. It's a little bit a tight fit. And then on top of here is a screw through here, which then is the location for this open hook. So when the boat is on the trailer, it just hooks onto here. And at the bottom, it holds the front wheel. Again, this is laser cut out of acrylic, and that goes in here. It's held in place with a little bolt and a lock nut, and that forms then the front end of the trailer. And the very last part then is the hook here, which bolts on here. Another little jig. Some of these screws are customized in a way I needed a precise length for these screws. So to cut stainless steel screws is actually not that easy. Don't even start with trying to cut them with a pair of pliers or something. You will end up with a finish here which does not allow any nut to grab onto it. So there are several ways to do that. Either you take a little Dremel and cut it off. Much easier is to have a belt sander, make this little jig that's precisely the external diameter of the screw, pops in here, and I hold this against my belt sander, and then I can have a very precise length, and the surface here, the top surface, is completely flat, so every nut just fits perfectly. So very simple, very easy to make. Just a little tip. Okay, here you have it, the final model. This one is in gray. That's the original color of their boat. And that is a different color theme in blue and the deck in white. And here's the trailer. Here's an overview of the basic dimensions and the weight or the mass of the boat, and also of the parts. Altogether 57 individual parts. 5 of these parts were made on the lathe, 11 on the CNC mill, 12 were laser cut, 12 were 3D printed, and then we have 23 threads and tabs, and altogether 18 CNC setups. So all these numbers don't add up to 57 because some of those parts were handmade without a machine or machined on several different machines. All right, this was the last video in this video series about the small scale model of a motorboat. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to see you very soon.